Hey folks, it's been a while since I put out a video, and I feel like I failed you guys because this big shiny backhoe that's coming down the road, we've had this for a couple weeks, but you guys are just now finding out about it because my wife's following me home, and she has an iPhone, I have an Android, and in my spare time I tried to get this footage off of her phone and onto mine, and I just literally now got it to work. So I wanted the first video that you guys saw of this to be us bringing it home, and so I was patient getting this video transferred over. I wasn't really looking for a backhoe when I found this one. A friend of mine was doing some work over at a house, and an older gentleman that he knew said, "Hey, you see anybody wanting to buy a backhoe? I'm thinking about selling my old case." And one thing led to another, and it wasn't really for sale, but it got bought. And this video is just the start of many that we're going to talk about this whole thing. I've done a few things already, but this is just an intro video. I just want to let you know that we've got it, and it needs a few little things, but nothing we can't fix, and I plan on using it a lot on the farm. It's early 90s. I haven't got it down to the year. I'm thinking 90, 91, 580K, two-wheel drive, standard hoe. It's got John Deere controls and little 4B Cummins in it. Real awesome machine, very tight. I think right here when I brought it home it had 3,969, just shy of 4,000 hours. And this old man took care of his stuff, and it wasn't hurt by any means. I'll probably fast forward it a little bit here and get on down the road, and you'll see me pull into a buddy's house. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've got a transmission filter light, and we'll get to that in a different video. It's driving fine, but I've got a transmission filter light on, and so I wanted to kind of stop for a minute halfway home and let it rest a second and make sure everything was okay and I wasn't getting the transmission too hot before I could get it in the shop and check everything out. So I pulled it in the shop and let it sit there and idle, and my wife decides that's a opportune time to quit taking footage. I wish she would have kept on though, because my buddy's standing there and I unlatched the hoe and I'm kind of playing, in his driveway, just kind of working the hoe back and forth, playing, and blew a hose before, just as soon as I started messing with the hoe, I blew a hose. The machine's in good shape, but the barn that the guy had it parked in, right there where that hose sticking up, that wouldn't fit in the barn. So essentially, for the cab forward has set in a barn since he's owned it, but the actual backhoe part has been hanging out the rear. So these hoses were all perfect except for right there in the swing area where the hose swings left and right. It's like the sun came in and just baked those hoses over the years, and right there where the sun hit, those hoses were just terrible shape. So that was part of the deal I made with the guy. I mean, I got it for a fair deal that I knew I was going to put hoses on it, but I didn't know it was going to be so soon. But I wish you would have kept videoing, because it was pretty funny. I, all proud of it, pulled in the driveway and unlatched it and started swinging it around in front of my buddies and blew a hose in the first 10 seconds. So now that I've got this video done, the intro, there'll be many more videos on this thing, and I'm behind. I've got some footage already that I'm for this backhoe, but I just wanted to get this video of bringing it home out before I did any other videos. So tune back in and real soon, and we're gonna have a lot to talk about with this old girl, and I love it already. So it's gonna be an awesome machine. I appreciate you watching. Be sure and subscribe and tune back in for more on this sweetheart of a backhoe. Thank you. Bye.